What is going on? I'm ZMOT. We are first of all going to jump into that shop right about there. Then we are going to scroll all the way to the right, making darn sure that we've got code ZMOT in our creator shop. That is so critical. Then we are jumping back to the main base. Confusing, I know. Brawl Stars shop in the middle of Boom Beach. Code works in every single Supercell game. Now, we've got two showstoppers here for you. These are both very dangerous items. First of all, let's have a look at Season 41. Two items, like I mentioned, that are dangerous. You see right away, troop health. On the road to nowhere. This troop health is the only troop health we're getting for this entire season, showing you all of the bonuses up front and early. XLI, season 41, 50% troop health. Dangerous, especially with 150% building health and 150% building damage. That is not good numbers for people without instant training. On the same sort of vein, on the same train of thought. Sorry, I got derailed there for a moment. Troop health is off the main path. You are probably going to have to go get that. Also, bombardiers are off the main path. So we are going to start with riflemen in our boat. So if you click the attack button, full of rifles. Then some grenadiers. A little bit of a weird situation happening on the left-hand side of the tree. Can't recall the troops being down there at any point, but also flares in a strange spot. That is only one of the things that concerns me, though. If we scroll over to here, check out the laser rangers. Kind of a neat little icon they've made for them. I like that a lot. One thing that worries me, and should worry all of you as well, is critter launchers are in this season. I'm not saying it should worry you because of the fact that they're ridiculously OP as far as defense goes, more so that if you place these things, you can cause your opponent's game to crash. People with Android are having all sorts of server issues, server errors. So for warships this season, unless an optional update comes out for War Factory and for warships and for booming of the beaches very soon, there's going to be a bit of an advantage for people with iPhones. Now, that's not going to happen necessarily on day one because the critter launchers are a bit into the season, but Supercell, come on, get that optional update out, fix those critter launchers. Otherwise, Nuno, the community manager for Boom Beach, is going to get absolutely destroyed by the community. You don't want to get beaten to death by your own community. Please be gentle. I know he is on the case. Okay, that whole beat to death, that was a bit over the top. My words just got away from me a little bit. Nonetheless, item number 2 that item number 3 that concerns me this season is going to run from December 5th to December 25th. That's right, this season is going to end on Christmas Day. So shun your family, tell your relatives to just go away. Santa Claus has already arrived. Hopefully just buy your family all sorts of extra presents because Warships ending on the 25th is just going to be a massive problem. Now, Gunboat, as you can see right here, not a lot of things to upgrade it for, because you're not going to have flares right off the bat, you're not going to have artillery, you're not going to have barrage, you're not going to have shocks, so it's going to be Grens and rifles, which are not a bad combo to be completely honest, unless you go get bombardiers. Bombardiers are the two, there's a lot of stuff at the 2 engine room level. I'm not sure we've ever had this much stuff at the 2 engine room level, but nothing really that's going to stop anything offensive, so that's going to be a treat for people without instant training. Moving, you know what? Let's just walk on through this, jumping on in, going into the 3 engine room level so we can see what the decking's going to look like as Supercell. Though they didn't actually try to force me to get Supercell ID, which is kind of nice. Decent deck, very straightforward, all full frontal. We are going to keep cruising along. I love the fact that medkits are up in that little cul-de-sac because no one's going to go get that unless you're engine room locked. Moving on forward though, no boom cannons yet, no rocket launchers, no shock launchers, no shock mines. Here is where we start to get into those boom cannons. Now, Laser Rangers are down below. You might consider going and getting them because they are super, super strong. But moving along, troop health, building health in the main path, liking that a lot. Next up, let's go get those devious, crash-inducing critter launchers right there. Now you see here we start out with two of them. We go up to 3, then we go up to 4, then they get maxed at level 11. So these puppies are going to be super, super, super dangerous. Really, really hoping those bugs get fixed. If they don't, please, please be gentle. That's all I can say because that's going to be such a pain in the butt for Mr. Nuno. This is the 4-engine room deck. I think I skipped over that little bit as Supercell ID keeps prompting me, even though Supercell ID does not work on the dev build. Let's keep rolling through this. Now you might have noticed here, look how far along Barrage is. Look how far along Seekers are. Look how far along the heavy Choppas are. This is the kind of season that people have been asking for. This is the Christmas gift you did not ask for. There are a lot of good things in this season. That whole image right there is a little bit scary though. Only 50% troop health concerns me a lot. This might be a defensive sort of season. Very curious to see. Also, did I not see artillery anywhere? It might just be that my eyes are deceiving me, trying to do this all in one go. There's artillery. So artillery is far along. Shock launchers are far along. Barrage, heavy choppas, seekers. This is the season that all of the complaints have gone into. You can tell they have been listening. Just going to be very, very curious to see how those critter launchers go on warships. Critter launchers might just make this season very, 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 very... I love that decking, by the way. The fact there's this little hidey hole over here, everything over on the left-hand side. I feel like we've probably had all of the decks by this point, but I do like that a lot. Let's keep going, showing off some choice nodes. Those choice nodes, yeah, I mean, generally speaking, would love to see some choice nodes with troop health, troop damage, GBE in them so people can make some full-on choices, but that has yet to come where people could actually choose to be offensive or defensive. Would love to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 engine rooms there. Let's keep going. Show you that final engine room if we can finally get there. So as far as heroes go, what do we got here? We got Kavan off the main path. We've got Bullet, who is off the main path. Brick off the main path, maybe depending on how you want to get into that engine room right there. And finally, Everspark. Everspark is going to be the first hero that you have to have, essentially. I guess you could come... Yeah, you have to have Everspark. Sorry. Again, brain not firing on all cylinders. Just woke up on the couch and realized had to get this sneak peek out. So you are getting my full... This is the exact same deck as last season, I do believe. Little bit of a not awesomeness there. So we've got 4 not awesomes. That are the critter launcher, the lack of troop health, the fact that it finishes on Christmas Day, and this somewhat unimaginative decking. But otherwise, there's a lot of good things in this season. What I'm going to do now is I am going to pause here. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to pause. I'm just going to unlock every single node because we have all of the choices for it. That way you can see exactly how much everything costs. This node, 46 coins, 46 keys for 4. Yeah, just absolutely gross. This node, if anything has to change in warships, that has to be part of it. So we are just going to go get every single defense. I'm going to throw them out there. We've got some sky shields, just trying to see what that final decking is going to look like because everyone who has all of the defenses is going to be super, super powerful. Going to be a little bit delayed here, a little bit of a drawn out session, but I think it's worthwhile. Let me know in the comments if you think it's worthwhile because we have a lot of defenses to place here, and I think that's going to be a little tiny bit fun here just to see what this 7 engine room is going to look like. Now, I haven't seen any sort of boom mine issues like there were last season. I don't think there's going to be any last second changes that are required, which should be very, very appreciated by the community, because last season with the 20 boom mines was not super duper awesome, unless maybe you had the 20 boom mines, but we are just going to get all of the possible defenses. Now, I didn't notice a choice node with any extra rocket launchers or shock launchers, which is frankly a bit of a relief this season, but I might have already glossed over it, and you guys are going to let me know in the comments, which is appreciated as well. So all of the choice nodes have been purchased. Nothing super duper exciting in any choice nodes. I feel like these are the weakest choice nodes of any season in recent memory anyways. Let's just drop all of this stuff out here. We're just going to drop all of these sniper towers. I'm not going to place mines because that would take just too darn long, but we're going to get every other defense out here. These things are going to have 150% building health. This is going to be a scary season. It's going to be a little bit of a grind for those people who are starting out a little bit late. So the leaderboard players can definitely get jumped out a little bit farther than normal, but the fact that those bombardiers and that troop health and those flares are off the beaten path to start with could be very, very interesting. Those naked bases are not going to be quite so naked as usual, potentially. Very curious to hear what your thoughts are on this season. On your thoughts, the fact that it's going to end on Christmas Day. Maybe you don't observe Christmas. Maybe Christmas means absolutely nothing to you. Will you go and get your family an extra present just so that you can sneak away a little bit? Lots and lots of options. Black Friday has already passed in the US, as has Cyber Monday, so those shopping dates are gone. But if you're going to buy something in any Supercell game, just a reminder, throw code ZMOT in that creator boost. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I wouldn't rag on you guys. Otherwise, that is all I want for Christmas. By the way, how does that winter theme look on the dev build? Not that shabby. I myself prefer the mangroves to the pines, but that is Season XL. Season 41, lots and lots of defenses, not to mention the what is that, 56 mines or whatever the heck that is. Lots and lots of defenses, narrow little ramp. Going to be very interesting. As per always, those heavy choppas will be interesting. I kind of like to see heavy choppas without heavies in the season. Heavies are off the beaten path though, so you're going to have to go get heavies. You're going to have to go and get flares. And then finally, you're going to get into those heavy choppas. So long path to get into heavy choppas, which I think a lot of people will appreciate. Also, the fact that Seekers are late after shock launchers, after shock mines, and late barrage, late artillery. All of these things look like a great season, but there is that node right there. Is that going to cause this season just to go straight down the toilet? We will have to wait and find out. That is going to be all for me. Trying to keep this short, not super duper succeeding though. Sneakiest of the peakiest. I have been ZMOT. Please do all of those YouTubey things like sharing, sending it to a friend, liking, subscribing, clicking the bell, blah, blah, blah. I'm ZMOT. Thank you for coming in. Do check out the sponsors. Do let me know what you think about the season. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. Peace.